tricks in his breakaway arsenal, including the old windmill job. And you can talk all you want about the young Tar Heels and how good they were. I think if this guy wasn't on Roy Williams' teams this year, they would have never been nearly as good. He showed the leadership all the way.
You know what I like about him, Brad? This is a guy obviously with pro aspirations, but as a senior, he was a team guy all year for Roy Williams, and Roy just went on and on about him at the ACC tournament with you and I.
Yep. He's moving our camera cables, so let's see what he's got from the baseline. Throws up, throws down. Whoa!
That might be that chocolate thunder backward slamma-jamma thing he was talking about.
That's what
yesterday.
he called it. That's right.
It.
I forgot about that.
Chocolate thunder backward slamma-jamma by David Noel.
Well, here we go. This is the first Noel.
A nice inbounds play, huh? On the baseline.
Whoa.
The pass is tough to make from that angle.
You talk about having an assist and a rim rattler all on your own, and then a little dance to follow.
I like
David
the windmill.
Noel.
The windmill follow through.
He just sent a message to Rodney Carney, didn't he?
I think he might have had a perfect score. They haven't shown it officially, but the judges were flashing 10s. David Noel, round 1, 60. Can't do any better than that. So they just get better as we go. Greer 50.5, Wright 53.5. Vennerman went 56, and Noel, his arch rival from Chapel Hill, perfect. David Noel, he threw down the lob from the baseline to himself, the reverse chocolate slam. What'd you call that thing, Jimmy?
He said yesterday the chocolate thunder backward slamma-jamma, and we saw it in the opening round.
I hope he didn't use everything up on the first one, because that one was sensational. A 60 in the first round. Here he comes. This is actually just the next round of dunks. Everybody gets a second look here. Whoa. Well, give him 2 points. All right. He got that off the clock. Off the clock again, and this time he rattles it home. It's hard just to hit the clock through the cables that are holding it up and not have it go in a stray direction.
It ties the dolly into the act to finish it off.
Wow.
Terrell Owens, the pom-poms.
Boy, what an athlete he is. North Carolina, Duke, Michigan, Tennessee all wanted this kid out of high school as a wide receiver in football.
We got to give him some credit for tying in the dollies. The Colt cheerleaders in the house. That's heads up.
There he did. And then went over to the pom-poms. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
That's taking advantage of your opportunities is what that is.
That was his first attempt. That one went through for 2. Now he's going to have 4 points on this possession at least.
Holding
right
all
between
your
the
resources.
cables.
All your resources.
How about the score, though? There's the celebration. So he's done Joe Horn and he's done Terrell Owens. And let's go with Aaron.
All right, David. Well, we're assuming that first dunk you had was the chocolate thunder, backward slamma-jamma, mama, whatever. But what's this one called with the pom-poms you did?
That's the T.O. special. I just wanted to give a shout out to my man T.O. For doing the pom-pom thing. I just wanted to copy him a little bit.
All right. Where would you grade? We know we've got professionals here for the slam dunk, but how would you grade his pom-pom spectacular?
I give him a 10. That was amazing.
And I'm sure he would give you a 10. Let's share the pom-poms. Come on, guys.
Well, I'll give her a high 9. All right.
What a tandem those two are.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Bobby, before the game, he's got an establishment about 10 minutes from here called, of course, Plump/Shot.
I'll tell you what, fellas, too. The state championship in Indiana, fans around the country don't fully understand. To give you an example, John Wooden said he would trade 3 of his national championship banners for 1 state title because that was the only missing piece from his resume.
And we're in that building that's been around for about 8 decades. Here's David Noel. Had a 60 in the first round. Whoa! Whoa! Wow. I like this. Yeah!
There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
Pulled out the Baryshnikov.
Well, that was Olympic-style dunking.
Talk about an athlete again. That's why everyone wanted this kid as a wide receiver coming out of high school in football.
I'd still maybe take him as a wide receiver. Watch this. Handspring, back flip, get the feed, and boom.
Wow, Roy Williams been holding him back all these years.
Right.
Gets a little freedom. He's breaking out, baby.
Oh, my. What a job. He's with Aaron Andrews.
Well, guys, we saw the pom-poms. We saw the flipping, the round off. How would would you grade your form on that?
Man, I don't know. I couldn't think of nothing to do, so I had to just pull something out there. So hopefully it worked to get me to the final round.
Oh, come on. You didn't think of that before? You didn't plan that?
Oh, no. As soon as when they was like, you got 1 minute left, I walked back there and was like, man, let's do something dumb, man. I told Vince I was going to throw in the ball and do a flip. He got me, gave me a great pass.
I don't know if I buy this, guys. Let's just pull a cartwheel round off back handspring out of nowhere. David Noel, thanks.
Thank you.
This time a year ago, he was still playing. He was the only returning Tar Heel that even scored in last year's championship game. Bien. Capital One Slam Dunk Championship is upon us. Fellas, Brad Nessler, Steve Lavin, Jimmy Dykes, and Aaron Andrews. And it's all come down to these two gentlemen. James White of Cincinnati, David Noel of North Carolina. There's their scores in their respective first round and second dunks of the first round. And then in round two, White threw a 60. And David Noel will go first because he had the lower score in the